Places where you're going to tell the computer that you want the towers to pause, okay? And this is important because the way to get a really nice finish when you're cutting your foam is to kind of have the wire dragging slightly, okay? So if it's so hot that it's just cutting through the foam and not ever actually touching it, like it's kind of melting in before it hits it, you're going to end up with kind of a rough surface finish. So if you want something really nice and soft, it kind of has to be dragging just slightly. But that means when you get to like the leading edge and the middle is kind of behind the edges, if you can imagine then the edges coming down, you might end up with this scooped effect where the middle of the airfoil is actually kind of scooped in and the outsides are bigger. People are going to see how that would happen? Alright, and so what we usually do is we add delay points around kind of like curvatures. So just basically click here on delay points, actually select delay point, and you just click a point, alright, and that adds a delay point there. So it's going to stop there during the cut process for however long I tell it to. So I usually add a couple around the top and I don't know, a couple around the nose here. So, yeah. And you could add more, but just to show you. Okay. Alright, and so once you have... Oh, and you also need to add the cord. So, that can be whatever you want it to be. Since it's non-dimensionalized, it'll scale it according to what you want. And so at this point you just click generate and it'll go through and generate these cut files, and unfortunately this computer is really old and it takes a really long time sometimes. So oh yeah, and you can't end it. So I'm not going to actually go through that, but that's what you would do. Alright, and so once you have your cut file, you're going to want to do start cut, okay? That's going to allow you to start cutting, and whatever, basically you'll start cut of whatever cut file you've loaded. So up at the top here there's a tab that says load cut files, and so you go in there and you can pick whatever cut file you want. And then you do start cut. And